said I'd be back soon, didn't I? Well, here I am. And I'll just adjust that so we don't get people walking in the door, because I don't want them in my video. It's mine. So let's start. Today we're doing things that people who have got limited joint range of motion can do. It's not going to be too hard. It's not going to have legs lifting up all over the place. So this is for you. Let's do it. Get into your chairs. Okay. I'm wearing an unusual concoction of things today. It's a bit revealing, isn't it? Okay, I'll come back a bit. We're going to start off with some simple shoulder movements. While you're doing this, think about your head. Where is it? So anyone who's done this with me before knows. Hi Ornella, how are you? We're going forward now. Anyone who's done this before knows about the head, don't they? Let's try that. Head forward, like a chook, and back. Now, did you take your back with you? No, Gina. Head forward, back. Head forward. Now take your back with it so you know what it feels like. Forward, back. No. Okay, try it again the proper way. Forward, back. Do you feel like you've got 17 chins? Do you feel like this? Well, that's probably because you're not letting those shoulders drop enough. Okay, turn to the side, center, side, center, tilt, up, tilt, up, shrug, down, nod, nod. Ooh, yeah. Hi Sam, how are you? How you doing? We're just doing movements today that are more suitable for people with restricted joint range of motion. So let's just do a general, we're going to do a general run through of everything. So we've just started with the head. We're just making sure that we're positioning our head and we slide it back. And when we slide it back, we don't take our backs with us. It's just the head. And if we feel like we've got 17 chins when we do that, it's because we need to release the shoulders. And as we do that, we're going to free up our necks. Okay. Next, we'll do something I think we'll do something for the feet. We're going to just warm up a little bit. Maybe the feet and knees. I don't even know yet. I'll find the music and then I'll know what we're doing. So organised, aren't I? All right, what about this one? Oh no, that's a bit too slow. We want something with a bit more oomph to it, I think. Let's try but I don't know what it is, so we'll see. Hi Lisa, how are you? All right, we'll start with the hands. Turn. Now when you reach them, don't lock. Draw the wing bones. Let the shoulders fall apart. Circle. Reach. Draw the wing bones down, no locking at the elbow. We can stretch them without locking them. Draw the wing bones down. Once more. Inwards. Reach. Are you drawing those wing bones down? Are you like this? Draw the wing bones down. Okay. Now draw the wing bones. Open our arms. Bring the wing bones down as we do it. Oh, I might just pause that for a second. All right. We're onto something now. So now we're going to just put our elbows by our sides. Now if you hurt your shoulder, a lot of the time you'll do rehab where you're doing, stuff anyway. What I'm going to do today is not specifically that. It reminded me of that. So we've got our elbows by our sides. We've got our hands so that they're like that, all right? So they're not back here. You're drawing the scapulae down. Now what we're going to do is draw the scapulae down as you open it here. Now you might think there's hardly anything's happening. It's draw the wing bones down. Now draw them down as you bring it back. Now as you bring it back, you're going to feel like the wing bones are sort of coming together. Well, they are, but we're not squishing them together. We're bringing it down and it's coming in beautifully. This is going to be the exercise. Here, draw the wing bones down. Make sure you're sitting up on your sit bone. Just let's do what we did here. Find our position. We want to be back here. We don't pelvis under, and I explained in detail about that yesterday. We want to come, so we're right on our sit bones, which is where our neutral spine, that enables that. All right, so sitting right up on your sit bones, and we're going to draw the scapulae down, the wing bones, draw them down. If you can't feel that, you'll get it. Just lift up your arms, draw the wing bones down, arms nice and soft. Keep your shoulders out of the picture. They don't get a Guernsey in this. They're meant to be just, in the background. And draw the scapulae down. My little dog's on the bed. Excuse me, just run and get her. Come on, biscuit. Oh, sorry. She can't jump down by herself. Her legs are this long. All right, so let's do that with the music. Up a little bit, so just follow me as we do it. Maybe I'll try this. Oh, this is the start. Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay, put the hand, bring the scapulae down. Lift up, squeeze underneath the bottom, make it even. That's that external rotation. We're using our hip stabilizer. Open and in. Feel that beautiful drawing. Up. Keep your shoulders open and as relaxed as possible. Can you feel it? Now just relax. Okay. Drawing the wing bones down. Now really draw them down. Can you feel them? Can you picture it? Okay, no disrespect intended. Now, can you imagine, when you're drawing the wing bones down, that you can feel the muscles sort of coming in, can't you, as you do that, as you're bringing the arms, the upper arms, right to the sides of your body. So that's a really good one. Can you feel them now? I can feel them a lot. All right, let's do something now. I'll tell you when I hear the music. Let's see, this one looks pretty good. Cat searching. All right, we just talked about the hip stabilizers. A little bit. I'll just recap. The reason that we don't tuck our pelvis under, and I'll show you. Okay, so we're here and externally rotate. Oh, you can't even see with these black. I'll go like that. Maybe you can see a little bit better. I'm extending the legs. You've got your pelvis tucked under like that. It locks the legs, so you actually use it. And this is why the dancers need to externally rotate their legs, but the information that all the time, tuck your tails under. It's not useful because you're actually locking things in place. So that's why we don't tuck our tail under. We sit up on our sit bones, and we're not forward. We're not going into an arch. We're not tucking it under and flattening out our neutral spine. We don't want to do that. Why would we want to flatten out our neutral spine? We wouldn't have a neutral spine then. We want to be up on our sit bones. Okay, so we're going to do, all right, we're going to stretch our leg out in front. I think you can see my feet from there, hopefully you can. And then we're going to reach from the sit bone right through the heel. So when you do it that way, you're activating the back of the leg muscles more. And instead of clenching in the really great thing that you could perhaps practice this at home is try and do the stretch starting from the hamstring. That's quite hard. It's easier to lie on the floor if you're able to do that, or lie on your bed, on your tummy, and reach your heel, like put your heel like that, and actually, if it's a wall, touching the wall, but try and start the stretch from here. So that's the order the muscles should go in. So while we're doing that here, just try and focus on that hamstring muscle. And then you're reaching through your heel. See, it's quite complicated, even though it's not too difficult for people who haven't got range of motion. I find that difficult to say. So now to use our hip, our external rotator here to turn out that leg in the hip. Doing it, you're squeezing up underneath the bottom, so you're doing both of them. But just to feel and reach through the heel and then stretch out your leg. Now this is different. Now you're stretching and reaching from your big toe in your second. And then, all right, that was intense. The other leg, and then reach through the heel. Remember, it goes from the sit bone right through the heel. The thing that you concentrate on is stretching it from the hamstring and then reaching through the heel and then squeezing up. Now, turn out this leg, all right? This one's still externally rotating a little bit. It is because you're using your hip stabilizers and reach through the heel, reach through that big toe and the second toe, curl the toes, and then come back. So that's what we're going to do. Because it isn't easy. Yeah, and so the main thing to do is be careful to sit up nice and tall and draw those wing bones. Bring an extra workout as you do it. I could add arms, but I won't yet. Okay, come on, click on there. Sit up nice and tall. Okay. Stretch it. Reach that heel from the tailbone through the heel. Feel the stretch from the hamstring right through the heel. Can you feel it? Lift up. Wing bones drawing down. There's not a violin. I don't know what I'm doing. Now point. Now turn it out. Squeeze underneath the bottom. Feel it. Come back. back, lift up, other leg, point. Now flex, reach from the sit bone through the heel, starting with the hamstring, drawing the scapulae down. Squeeze. You've got your hip stabilizers working. This is fantastic. Come back and reach through that heel. Reach, feel that hamstring. Reach those toes and come back. Okay, get ready. Now, when you come, bring the arms up. As you come down, squeeze. Lay down. First leg, we'll go a bit faster. Draw, hip, flex the foot. Squeeze, turn out. Reach. Feel that hamstring. Keep lifting up. Other one. Point. And reach. Through the heel. Feel that hamstring. Turn it out. Are you lifting? Are you feeling it? Drawing down. Reach. Point. And squeeze. Draw the scapula down. You should feel these hip stabilizers are working. Once more, because and push through that. Lengthen through the heel. Feel the hamstrings. Breathe. And feel the hamstrings. Squeeze. And back. Squeeze. Well, that was a workout. That was a really good workout. I'm just going to wave to a couple of people. Liesl, Sam, Ornella, yay. I love it when people come here. Hi, Kate. Kate's a dancer, aren't you? We did ballet together ages ago. All right, okay. Next we might move on to some body, but we'll just be moving that in a different way. We might do some hips movements first. Yes, although I might be inspired by the music, I'll see. Okay, we might do some, actually, no, we won't do that. I'm going to do some hip movements. So we're going to start off, it's a good exercise. We're going to lift as we were just doing, and we're going to see, I don't know whether you can see the camera there, on the video anyway, that I have actually twisted my hip. Okay, and now I'm one hip back. Okay, let's just start with that. I did it back the front another time. Talk about unco. We'll just do the hips to start with. Don't worry about the arms coordination, because we're doing this because it's part of our spiral movement, which is a wonderful. And there are the movement you do with this spiral, which, you know, we'll do some of that today. I mean, if we were going to go into a contemporary class, we would be seated on the floor in a spiral, but you can imagine about that more another time. Just start off and do the hips movement. Point off. Go into the spiral. You know that it's the hips that started the movement. And then the upper body starts to move, all right? And you're going to carry around perpendicular. And then the last thing that happens is your head looks over the shoulder. And then we might come up, do a stretch for the thoracolumbar fascia. Actually, we do it this way, don't we? And then look over the back and then come back. All right, so then we're going to go back and front and back spot. And then drawing the scapulae down always, because this is a stretch. And then look over the back hand. Stiff. Oh my. I need this. All right, let's just do that. So that should give you your spines a nice little working. Get the joints going to be oiled unless they move. So this is why it's really good to move the spine, because otherwise it just gets stiff. It really don't want that. This will work. Creeping spiders. Okay. Hip back. Back. Just keep this still for now. Hip back. Okay, now hip back. Spiral. Look over the back shoulder. Come back. Just come back to the center. Lift arms up. Around. Scapulae down. Look right. Just bring the back arm right as far as you can go and look over the back. Okay, now we'll start on the other side. I think we need... Oh. Back, hip back. Hip back. See? Hip back. Spiders. Back. Draw the scapulae down. Look over the back shoulder. Oh, I've got a stiff. And then the last thing to return is the head. Draw the scapulae down. Go as far as you can. Open the back arm out. Stretch, isn't it? All right, let's do this, the thoracolumbar stretch again. Lifting into it. You're squeezing up on your sit bones. There. See, it's often not just what you do, is it? It's the way you do it. So, simple movement, but if you're doing all these things, you're really working it in quite a different way. You know, you're not just putting things in and out by any stretch of the imagination. And I can feel my whole spine has really been worked. So now we might even, now I've got to be careful because today we don't want to push it too far, do we, because of joint things. I think we might do, okay, some isolations for the upper body, and then I want to do something more for the legs. So we're going to do just our simple thing. Let's put our hands here, or let's put our hands on our hips and come center. Now, when you're doing this, it's an isolation exercise. So everything else, the house has to be still while I'm a house. If I'm a tiny home, I want to keep the home still while I'm pushing out those blinds. So just do that now. Feel what you feel when you go chest. You're just going forward with the chest. Now, talk about the difference between engaging your core if you're a singer from if you're engaging your core if you're a dancer or if you're doing Pilates with a really good Pilates instructor. To engage the core, the belly button goes to the when the belly button goes to the spine, and we can do that with a note. I find the easiest way. I actually learned, using the breath on the out breath. The belly button goes to the spine. Kind of counterintuitive. And they go, which way do I breathe? So if you sing a note, beautiful, Gina. What's happening is your own neutral spine. So if you're here, see? T12, and then the next thing to think about is the head. So if the head's like this, and you go, so if you're like that, and you go, fall over. Their heads in the right place, don't they? We all do. Otherwise, it will throw everything out. Where was I going with this? Okay, so and we're stabilizing this area, and as in dance, we're going to zip up that pelvic floor. Now that is really what you're doing is you're lifting your genitalia. I don't know why I don't really like saying that word on here, but that's what it is. So if you're zipping it up as they do in Pilates, you don't do that. It's not a pelvic. You're not tucking your pelvis under. That's not what it is. And if you G-string at the back coming up at the back, way of doing it, but you're not going to be going. You're not going into a nice way to not going to perhaps tuck under. But anyway, you're lifting your pelvic floor and you're drawing your scapulae down. Belly button's going to the spine. Now, when you're in that position in dance, breathe, but it's different from singing, because in singing you need to go, wasn't it? So your tummy come out. So with this one, we're going to do it. We're belly button to the spine. I dropped. Oh, Gina. And we're going to then, let's go back to this position and to the side, and we're drawing lay down. So there's a lot going on, isn't there? And you check your head position. So we might start here. That might be a bit easier. So that's all we're doing, and then we're going to change positions. And then we're also going to spiral, and we're going to spiral, but just follow me. Just follow me, and we'll just do that. You know what, I asked, Sam, you probably know Johnny Cooper. If I could play, he's played the piano. Hi Sylvia, how are you? He's amazing. All in the family, this is lovely. Good morning to you. I could play he's made a couple of live recordings of him playing the piano, but because my internet is so slow, I'm kind of scared to do it, but I'm going to do that soon, because that'll be lovely to have Johnny playing. Anyway, so let's get back. So what we're doing, and so we're just sitting up nice and tall, squeezing underneath the bottom, belly button to the spine, Zip pelvic floor, scapula down. Oh, so much is happening. Check your head position. And now you can do your isolation exercise. Don't let it go. Hi, Sylvia. I love that puppy dog wave. Okay, feel that. Whatever you do, just come up. They should be pulling apart. Nice and free. As if, you know, if somebody was to put a fan to it, you'd feel the air all around. Okay, now forward. Keep lifting. I'm still... It's hard to talk and exercise because I'm actually really exercising. And forward. Back. Now let's do our little circle. Work it. Keep squeezing. Go. Unless you've got any pain or anything, then stop. All right, now keep lifting. Other side. Now we're going back bend, but don't move your neck. See how I didn't do that? Forward. Keep the shoulders open. I need to remind myself too. And bend back. Now. Bend back. Side. Side. Oh, now you can relax. That was very good. Good work. Okay. Can you feel it, Gina? I can. All right, now we're going to do, what was I going to do with the legs? Something I was going to do with the legs. I think, yeah, we're going to do this and lift up so you won't see my rolls of fat. I've got a kind of a strange configuration on here. I don't really know why I put this on, but I did. And it's live, so what can I do about it? So we're going to just, can you feel that? You're really working the tops of your legs. If it's too difficult, don't do it. Let's just do this on each leg just to warm up a little bit. Keep the legs straight. Now let's inwards. And inwards. Okay. I think maybe we will just leave one there because I don't want to go any further with it. Something though now. We're just going to do standing using the Alexander technique and up, and my feet should be hips width apart. The way you find fists on your bones here, and that's how wide your feet should be. Okay, so you're just hinging here. Weight, isn't it? And you need to watch this because if somebody's knees are going like that, that means they're not doing it properly. Well, they're probably not strong enough. But you don't need really much strength at all with this because you're shifting. But what I want to do now with this is I want to challenge you a little bit. Take it 10 to 2, and I want you to sit underneath your bottoms, and I want you just to come here and then come down. Externally rotate the legs. We're working the hip stabilizers. Okay, so lifting up nice and tall and squeeze underneath the bottoms and come to here, just that far, hold it there and back. Don't hold it for long, just Do 2 of those, and then we're going to come up, lift the body up, and down. Now that's quite difficult. I hope I'm not making the difficulty level too difficult for people today, but if you just don't do it, just watch this one. So I'm going to do this one again with the music. Just do the parts you can. In this position, don't hold it too long actually, because yeah, just don't. I don't want any little paraspinals to, yeah, because then your back will hurt. We don't want that. What's this feel? Hi Kathleen, how are you? Kathleen, you've come in just when I've made it a time, so please don't hate me. The rest are perfect. I'm waiting for you. Wake at 4:30 in the morning, won't we? Because we commented on Facebook. That's how I know. All right, let's just do a couple of Alexander's standing up. Let's put our hands here. Keep the shoulders open, even if you're doing this. Okay, first position. Put your hands down, squeeze up underneath the bottom. Tilt. Keep tilt. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tilt. Keep drawing the scapulae down, that will protect your back. Draw the scapulae down. Okay, keep drawing the scapulae down. Keep squeezing. Come up. Up as high as you can. Keep squeezing. Okay. That'll do for that one. Sit up. Now, when we lift over the leg. Just low if you can't do it that high, but be over the leg. Different from this. Over, so it's up and over the leg. Now if I was standing, I'd have to transfer my weight to that leg. Not by tilting, just by shifting it a little bit. Over the leg. Up and over. Okay. All right. I think we've done enough. I think we started a bit over half an hour ago. And just before we go, I want you to think about this. I'm not going to give you second position. I need to work out how to do this on landscape, I think. Come back a little bit. All right, so I don't want you to necessarily do this. This is not going to be exercise. But I do want you to think about the idea of this. For those people with sorry, Dick, but you know, so I want you to think about the idea of bring your arms down low. You've got the external rotation happening in the forearm and the it's slightly internaling in the upper arm. And when you do that, you're working your arms. Draw the scapulae down. It's not the same as being which is a lot more challenging, but just, it's like a Chinese burn, you know? It's kind of a weird move, but that's how, if you want to get really, really technical, if someone's in ballet, you know, there's a bit more to it, floaty. All right, so, okay, externally rotated, internally rotated, and you've got to keep this open. And so you need to draw the scapulae down, okay? So let's just hold that for a second and relax. We're going to do that with the music actually, just because now I feel like it. And then I'll let you go. I will. So it's the morning there, Sylvia. Good morning to you. It's 5 in the afternoon. It's evening actually here now. It's getting dark already. Okay, so we've got our arms. Now we're going to externally rotate the forearms, which is this slight internal rotation, just because they're going in the opposite direction. So you don't do it to the extent where you're going like this. Very tiny. Like in opposite directions. So lift up, just lay down, squeeze underneath the bottom, and hold that. Now, you know, this is why you can get warm. Where's the light gone? This is why you can get warm just from doing this, actually. And relax. Don't know where the light's gone. I don't know why it did. And squeeze. And I think on that note, we're going to do a curtsy and finish. And a bow for the gentlemen, men who might be watching later. And I will, because as I said, at the moment every day is the same, so might as well. And if you know anyone who like this, as I every single time, please, because this is a private group, so they won't know. And they can join and they can have fun with us, because I love seeing you here.